Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God by British Colonial Christian Theologian Jonathon Edwards in 1741. Starting out in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 35, to start the homily, the Israelites abandoned the God who made them to sacrifice to false God, committed other plain sins. Verse 35, the Israelites' foot is gonna slip, says Moses, and God will bring disaster. You need to know this, cause when you walk in slippery places, as a nation you're cast to destruction, brought to desolation in your own weight, sealed your own great fate, your own sin nature caused your own slippery gate, and the only reason that they haven't fallen already is that God's appointed time is not yet ready. But they will all fall when God lets them go, because you can't stand on slippery slopes all alone. Now here's an observation that I must insist: the mere pleasure of God is all that resists wicked men being cast into hell at any time. That's what Edwards might say if he could rhyme. He then said, the truth of this observation may appear by the following 10 considerations. Number 1, God can't allow sinners to hell at any moment. The strongest have no power to resist this torment, or like dry stubble before devouring flames. He can't resist the one, the earth trembles at his name. 2, they deserve hell, the price of sin. Divine justice and prevent that from happening. 3, they're under a sentence of condemnation. Only the believer is not in a condemned station. Unconverted man is from beneath, so God's law and justice make the sentence complete, bro. 4, the wicked now suffer a sample of hell. Don't think because you don't see flames that all is well. Many in the congregation may be at ease, thinking God is unmindful of their wickedness. Please. 5, the devil stands ready to seize them, but God won't allow it because it doesn't now please him. 6, they have a destiny of fire and brimstone if the firefighter father finally leaves them alone. 7, no security just because there's no visible signs of death at hand, and their hell is still typical because man is always on the brink of eternity. If not lived in purity, no eternal security. 8, because it's natural to care for oneself don't mean you're safe from God's wrath or hell. 9, you could whine and opine and feel fine. None of that will save you when you decline the divine. 10, there's no promise just to save us to be nice, only the promise of grace in Christ who paid the price. Don't be fooled that God's anger is on those in hell, because it's rightfully directed towards us as well when we have no interest of the mediator of our sin. Now let's have an application of these 10. Yo, I'm saying all of this for you to wake up. That lake of fire and brimstone is not made up. You also don't see, or you don't see well. Only the hand of God is keeping you out of hell. You can't keep yourself from the fire. Real talk, like a spider web can't stop a falling rock. The bow is bent, the arrow ready on the string, pointed straight at your heart. But there's just one thing, God's pleasure, that you should be born again, made new creatures raised from the dead in sin. It's the wrath of the infinite God that you're facing, not a small-time monarch or king that is chafing the fierceness of God, the fury of Jehovah. In an unconverted state, for you it will be over, but you have a chance. The door of mercy is open. Christ is calling for sinners to be born again. Let everyone that is out of Christ not be dumb. Please wake up and fly from the wrath to come.